Hey guys, it's Jordan and Luke with Full Rudder Fishing. We're just here today to recap our last tournament down in Venice, Louisiana for the IFA Championships.
So this tournament is the culmination of all the different series in the IFA Redfish Tournament Series. So they have multiple different divisions. All the qualifying teams show up down in Venice, Louisiana, for a 2-day tournament for 2 slot redfish each day. Jordan and I ended up getting down there, the Sunday before?
Yeah, we got down there about a week early, and we had a pretty sweet place. Luke booked right on the water in, what's that town called?
Port Sulphur. We're in Port Sulphur, so we're about 45 minutes away from the tournament launch in Venice. But it gave us access to a couple different areas, different sides of the river,
the
north,
west
south.
Bank. Yeah, they got like the west bank of the river and then the east bank of the Mississippi River.
Yeah, so we did a lot of pre-fishing, a lot of different places. We covered a lot of different ground. We found fish a lot of places except where we found the cleanest water, which was super aggravating. We found some really good clean water, but there was no redfish there, and
just black drum and sheep's head.
Just black drum and sheep's head.
And all the bait you could ever want to see.
Exactly. So after our pre-fishing for 5-6 days, we ended up having good fish that were a good run away from the tournament, and that's when we're sitting there thinking the day before the tournament, have the captain's meeting, we're looking at the weather, there's a tropical storm on the way. So we're kind of scratching our heads thinking, yeah, we're probably not going to fish because it's going to be blowing 30 to 40 miles an hour. But the next morning,
yeah, it was weird because at the captain's meeting, I think a lot of people were apprehensive like us. I'm not certain, but we were just thinking like, okay, maybe tonight we can kind of just relax, not have to get all, ready and anxiety and stress that a tournament brings, because we're definitely going to get called off tomorrow. But, sure enough, at the captain's meeting, you saw jaws dropping when the tournament officials announced that we were going to be on.
Yeah.
And realistically, the weather wasn't like life-threatening. It was windy and spitting rain starting around 11 a.m. But at launch, 6 to 11 a.m., it was just a little windy and a little bit rainy. So
So the call was that the tournament's on unless something changes. So we get up the next morning, and we still didn't believe we were gonna fish. We're like headed towards the ramp. We're like, yeah, they're gonna call. They're gonna call it off.
Keep checking Facebook.
Yeah, like 10 minutes into the trip, I'm like refreshing, and they're like, "Yeah, you're fishing this morning. Good luck. Stay safe."
Yep.
So immediately, it's just like, okay, crap. Well, we're gonna have to deal with it. And so we took off. First morning it was nice.
Yeah,
first morning of the tournament. I mean, we even ran through some open water, and it was like 1 foot chop. So it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
We definitely ran through worse. Got all the way to our spot, super overcast all day because, tropical storm was moving on shore. The wind did pick up throughout the day. We had 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. At the end, we definitely had some like 40 mile an hour gusts.
Yeah, and we ran to a spot where we were able to sight cast and see and catch good fish pre-fishing.
Yeah.
Day of the tournament, we had tied on Fathom tattletales with Fathom popping corks, and we had
Aqua Dream spoons.
Gold and chartreuse spoons, and that was literally it. Probably
that's all
we were able to sight cast a few fish, sight cast to tailing fish, or to a boil. I think we even saw a few because the water clarity was good.
I think I remember right when we pull in the very first spot, we pull around that corner and we make a couple casts, and I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, there's a tailing fish, and throw a popping cork to a tailing fish, which you could not do that here, but in Louisiana,
it works there. I mean, you'd be surprised.
Throw it 5 foot, 6 foot behind the fish, popped a couple times. He ate the cork, then he ate the bait. We had a fish in the boat within 10 minutes.
And we caught probably 20 fish, so it was a really fun, active day of fishing, going back and forth, popping cork and spoons, mostly popping cork. Luke would even sometimes miss a bite, but kind of stir a fish up with the spoon, and I'd throw the popping cork in behind him, pop it once or twice, and catch that same fish.
Exactly.
But yeah, 20 fish, and what was the class of those fish though, Luke?
Yeah, so we started off with like a 25-inch fish that wasn't that fat. And what's really weird is the day before we had been in, we didn't find that spot till the day before.
Yeah.
And I was just like, we pulled in there. I was like, let's just see what's in here. It looks good. It was just kind of like a last minute decision. Like, let's pull in this spot. So we pulled in that spot, and like right off the bat, like my dad, who was pre-fishing with us, he came down to pre-fish with us and hang out. Stuck a real good fish, and that fish popped off. But we're thinking, okay, there's more fish here. We bumped, a pot of fish here, a pot of fish there. Then saw 2 more fish, and I pitched to one just. You couldn't really see him that well when we were pre-fishing in that specific spot within the area, and I stuck him, and he was like not, decent fish, a little less than 8 pounds in the slot. So we're thinking we've got good fat fish. Day of the tournament.
Yeah, day of the tournament, we caught close to 25-pound fish.
Yeah.
23-inch fish.
Probably 15 like that. 15 fish up to 25 pounds or 25 inches that were pretty skinny, and then we had like 4 or 5 27 and an eighth, 27 and a quarter.
We told ourselves we underestimated the rest of the competition in the conditions. We kind of thought, let's just go out and get 14 pounds. If we can get 14 pounds in this weather and get back before the weather gets really bad, it was supposed to get really bad around midday.
Yeah.
Then we'll probably be in decent standing, maybe top 20 standing out of close to 120 boats.
Yeah. So that was our goal. We came in first day with 13.69 pounds. We're close to 14. Had to throw back a lot of overs. Caught a lot of 25-inch fish.
Yeah.
That was just kind of our day. And then so moving into day 2, we're thinking, okay, we're gonna make a longer run to our fat fish.
So we had a better spot. We had the tropical storm had moved on.
Yeah.
So it was gonna be beautiful weather day 2, which was Saturday.
Yeah.
So we were looking forward to a beautiful day of sight casting,
Yeah.
which would be fun nonetheless.
Right. So that was our thinking. I was like, let's go catch 16 pounds.
Yep.
So we'll give ourselves a chance to cut a check, and it's gonna be fun. It's sunny. We got the casting tower on. We're gonna go sight fish. And let me go rewind a second. On the way back, it was nasty from the first day of fishing.
Oh yeah.
We were going through some open water areas that we had to go through.
Oh yeah.
And we ripped the console out of the floor of the boat. Because there was some legit 3-foot crap.
Yeah, the
there.
bays there, the bayous, the bays are vast.
We had to take care of that night. Luckily, Jordan brought some caulk, and I think I had a drill gun there, and we were just going to town at it, all the while thinking, great, tomorrow's gonna be the day. We're gonna have an awesome last day of the tournament.
Yeah.
Even if we don't stick exactly what we want, it's gonna be fun sight fishing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we know we're probably not going to be in the top 10 or even 20, but we're thinking if we can be in the 20s, top 30, that would be a,
that's a win.
Huge competition. Best redfish anglers from the Carolinas to Florida to Texas.
Yeah.
Top 30 would have been great. Unfortunately, God had a different plan. We were heading down the next morning, and the whole trip I'd been pretty cautious on my driving because there's a lot of like seams in the concrete down there, and we got to the base of a bridge that goes over the Mississippi Locking Dams in Empire, and we hit that base of that bridge. It was still dark out. Luke was half asleep in the passenger seat, and I just look back and I say, oh God, we lost it all. We lost everything. I'm like, I thought we lost the motor. I thought the boat and motor were on the ground. I just saw so much sparks, and the noise of the snapping of the axle was so loud that I was like, oh man, we're done. So we came to a full stop, complete stop on top of a bridge over, like I said, over the Mississippi Locking Dam in the dark on a road where people are flying through. So we were lucky. Somebody came through slow, called the sheriff's department for us. The sheriffs came out and put their lights on behind us. We got a tow truck. We found an axle in Baton Rouge, 2.5 hours one way. So we spent our whole day tracking down that axle. And it wasn't a typical axle. This is a torsion axle. So it actually broke in a way that no one we know has ever seen before.
The torsion bar snapped inside the axle. So really weird.
You can't prepare. It's not something you can prepare for.
Because I guarantee you, we had enough stuff in that truck to be prepared. Between the tools and the bearings and the wheels and the extra tires.
Yeah, no. When we got the axle, we got the axle and we got back to the marina right there under the bridge was where we got towed. We had the trailer in the parking lot, the boat in the water at that point, and it literally took us maybe 30 minutes to fix it.
To put it back together.
To put it all back together, and then we were on the road, headed home to see our families. So
So weird ending to the IFA. This year's been full of some weird malfunctions, whether it be a motor blowing up, ripping a console out of the boat, breaking an axle on a trailer, having Bogue Sound destroy my Hughes in many different electrical ways.
But from what I'm seeing across the tournament series that I've been a part of is, you run your boat hard and you're driving your trailer a lot of miles.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Murphy's Law, stuff's just gonna break.
Yeah.
So we're not alone in that. It stinks when it happens on a tournament day.
Right.
To keep you from, competing. But yeah, we're excited now about the Southern Redfish Cup, which is down in South Carolina, around the Charleston, Georgetown areas.
Yeah, down to Beaufort as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, full tournament series. So there are gonna be 3 events, 3 fish each in these tournaments. Slot down there is a little different. Like I've said before, 15 to 23 inches down in South Carolina. So you have to change up your tactics a hair to find those slightly smaller fish. But it's a really great series, and I'd encourage anyone that wants to come fish them. Come fish them. The first one's actually this weekend. I think we're talking, today's a Tuesday. What's the day? The 5th?
Yeah, November 5th.
The 5th. So the first one's this coming Saturday in Charleston. Then we have another one the following month, December 7th or 9th or something like that, down in Beaufort. And then the following one is in January. It's like January 20-something down in Georgetown. But check out Southern Redfish Cup if you want to get in to doing some, redfish tournaments. Come hang out with us and watch us break stuff.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And as always, thank you guys for tuning in and just hearing about our adventures with tournament fishing and, being on the road, breaking stuff.
Yeah, we're good at it. Thanks, guys.
All right, see y'all.